Good day, good people. It's Stephanie, and I'm back today with another video. This video really doesn't have a topic. It took me a minute to come up with a title because I just felt like sitting down and chatting and catching up with you guys in this video. So, this video has a little bit of what's going on, how's my planning and journaling systems working. I have two new items just to share with you. But again, I wanted to just sit down and chat about all the things. So, if that's something you want to see, please keep watching. Okay, so like I said, I was just in a chatty mood today. So, I just got all of the things here on my desk. This is a receipt from Goulet Pens with a medium black Lamy nib because I did order a Lamy pen. Now, most of us know about Lamy and the various types of Lamys, and all I've ever had up until now is the Lamy Safari or the AL Lamy, the XL, but basically all the Lamys of this style with this huge clip on it. I'm not the biggest fan of the clip, but I am a great big fan of the pen because I love a Lamy nib. I love the way it makes you hold the pen. I love everything about that. So I said, well, since you're not the biggest fan of the clip and you want another one, let's try something different. So that's how I got to this Lamy here that I just wanted to show you guys real quick. This is not a haul video per se. This is kind of a everything and what's going on type of haul. But this is a Lamy Studio that I ordered from Goulet Pens. I looked at the various different types, and I'm also not a big fan of pens that have that steel grip. Some of them, most of them that I have do fine, but I do find some of them to be a little slippery. So I ordered this one in everything black matte because I thought that would help. So this is the pen, very simple Lamy Studio. I did order it in a fine nib. Sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. Ordered it in a fine nib, but then I also ordered a medium nib because I know I want to use both. It does not come with a cartridge or a converter, and that's okay too because I have plenty of Lamy converters in my stash. But again, just wanted to try a different type of Lamy pen, so I chose this one. I am also interested in the Lamy Ion. I think that's how you pronounce it, even though it's spelled AION. And in true transparency, I have that one on the way in a dark green. But like I said, love the Lamy itself. Big fan of the nib. Just wanted to try a different style. So I was just going to share that with you. Excuse me. And I'll put that up. Another thing I just wanted to share was I got my PR package yesterday. And I'm sharing this because I love the shop. I love her stickers. I love the color saturation of the stickers, and I really want you guys to check her out. You've heard me talk about this shop before, but the shop name is Happiness Handmade. The owner of the shop, her name is Danielle. Beautiful person, lovely person, will do anything for you to help you and create for you. I know that didn't make any sense, but Danielle is a lovely person. So this is my PR package that she has sent over. She always sends extra little clips and she always personalizes it with a note. And I appreciate that. But Sorry if I was out of frame, but what I'm trying to share with you guys now are her actual stickers. This is considered her burgundy collection. I know she has a more formal name for it because she has these ladies in a beautiful green. She has these ladies in a beautiful neutral brown goldish tone. Um, and again, this is Happiness Handmade is the name of her shop. Please, please, please go check her out. But this is the burgundy collection. I think these stickers are just beautiful. She has them doing various things from drinking coffee, journaling, writing, maybe even studying. Then she has some expressions. This young lady here appears to be sad. Um, some more different expressions. Then we have some couples showing their love and compassion for each other. Then we just have some styles. Goodness, I don't know why I can't speak this evening. After 5 gowns. Just pretty. But again, like I said, I just really love not only the designs, but even her printing and the saturation of her colors are just beautiful. And I'll repeat one more time, she has this same collection in a variety of colors. There's a green, there's a neutral. She has some 80s designs if that's something that you're into. Um, just all kinds of different things. You coffee girl, she has a beautiful coffee collection as well. So yeah, just give her a holler, check out the shop and order if you're interested. And yeah, there's a code in my description box that'll get you 10% off. So check her out. Just wanted to share that, and I'll be using those stickers soon to use in my journals and in my planner. So speaking of that, let's move on to my everyday carry. My everyday carry right now is a B6 Sterling ink planner. You guys have seen this before. Just trying to move some of this stuff out of the way. You guys have seen this planner before. Um, I moved into this smaller size mid-year. I started with an A5 and I realized that the A5 was too big, but when I say too big, I mean it was too much. Not the square footage per se of the layout, but the planner was thick. It was a sterling ink and it was a full year. It had a whole bunch of those pages in the back that I don't use, as you can see here, because when I actually journal, I journal in a whole separate book. I use a few of these pages just for certain things and certain plans, like I have fall plans, things I wanted to write down to do for the season. I have house projects that need to get done, rules for buying stationery. Really, it started out as rules for buying fountain pens, but then I went into all of stationery. Um, some of the things that I plan for 2026, some of the planners and journals I either want to try out to see if I want to use them. It started on this page, and then I think as I ordered and got some of those items in, I wrote them down so I did not forget or duplicate and order more than once. Um, I've used the page to just talk about some of my YouTube ideas and some of the things I want to record and share with you guys. I apologize, something in my throat. And then I also have my wish list, and you see some of the things on my wish list I've actually purchased and received. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Good for me. And then I created a page that looks like this where it's each month, and I've listed 5 highlights of the month or 5 big things or 5 things I want to remember each month. But again, remember I started this in July. So I need to fill in some more highlights for October. And then I used a few pages for my word of the year. I think I have done a great job in altering this year. If we were to review my word, remember it's to change or cause a change in character or composition, typically in a comparatively small but significant way. I think I've done a great job with that. And then my planner, of course, or my weeklies rather, because this is all my planner. This is this week, and I can bring you guys down a little closer, I think. Yeah, this is this week in my planner. This is a kit from Simple Paper. Um, this is last week. This kit is from Sadie Stickers. I love Alicia's shop. I actually went to a pop-up for her this past weekend. She's located in Suwanee, Georgia. If you're in that area, she does a pop-up of her shop. She tries to do it about once a month where she just opens up basically her office and warehouse. She has a meetup there from like 1 to 5, but you're also able to just shop her products and her stickers, and it was a grand time. I spent way, way too much money. But if you check out her shop and you look at her kits, you'll see why. She does releases often. I kind of want to say every Friday, but I don't want to misspeak. I do know that when she releases them, though, she has the kits or her mini kits for 10% off. So yeah, here I went with just some big dolls for this week. These dolls are from Anika's Creative Closet. This sticker sheet is also, I don't want to misspeak, but I think that's Sadie Stickers as well. This is Sadie Stickers as well for this week. This week is Happiness Handmade, the shop that I showed you my PR stickers for. This is a beautiful fall set. I love the pumpkins with the indigo blue. That's from her shop. Stickers for this week are from Anika's Creative Closet. These are actually some Faded Chronicle stickers. And then we're back to some Simple Paper stickers. And yeah, so as you can see, I have a couple of favorite shops. I think I've shown you further back before, so that's why I stopped there. But I have a couple of favorite shops. Again, my Simple Paper, my Sadie Stickers, and my Happiness Handmade, Anika's Creative Closet. Those are pretty much my go-tos when it comes to stickers and dolls that I like to use in my planners and journals. So that's how things are going with my planner. Um, Going back to the sizes, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, I am going back to a size A5 for next year. I'm going to be using the A5 Core Planner from Sterling Ink. I think that's actually the last video I just uploaded, or maybe even one before that, depending upon when this gets uploaded. But I'm going back to the A5 because I like the physical size. I just didn't like how much or how thick the planner was. And if you're familiar with the Core Planner, it only has 23 sheets in the back, which is plenty for what I use. And it will also include the Cosmo Airlight paper, and I'm excited to use that as well. Again, I do have a video on that showing you the paper and pen test, so please check that video out. So with that, let's take a look at my journal. My journal is also a B5 and will probably stay a B5 for next year. However, I mean B6, I apologize, a B6. However, I do have a couple of notebooks that I have purchased in A5, still just trying to try out the paper. Those of you that know me know that I love a 5mm grid because of my naturally big handwriting. So that's one of the things I look for when I'm looking at journals and planners for the most part. I'm having better luck with finding just notebooks with the large millimeter than I am planners. But anyway, so this is my actual journal. You've seen this before. This journal, this notebook is actually from Harriet Wright. She is in the UK, but she will mail over to the US without any trouble or drama for right now. So if that's a shop you want to check out, her notebooks have the 5mm grid in the B6 size and the A5 size. So I do have an A5 size that I may try out as well for a journal in the future. I'm not sure yet, but this is my journal, and basically how I journal is I like to decorate first and then write. I do that because I just decorate for whatever mood I'm in at the moment. And then I try to match up a pen and an ink to use to match the predetermined layout. Um, And that's it for the most part. And then I go in and put the date down. And as you can see, I don't journal every single day. Well, maybe not every single day in here. I try to journal every single day, but may not be in here because I'm going to show you my free writing journal in a minute. This one is more so the one I am conscious about, that I am intentional about. Look at those stickers, y'all. I had to pause for just a minute. That pumpkin and that colorway is so beautiful. And again, these stickers are from the Happiness Handmade I keep telling y'all about. I'm for real now. You guys need to go check Danielle out. She has some cute stuff. But anyway, this is the journal that I'm intentional about, that I try my best to get in on a daily basis, just even for a brain dump. What happens is, even after I'm finished with the dump per se, I if I'm still in the mood to continue to write, I go to my free writing journal, because from there I will have dumped everything here, and I feel like I keep writing into a stream of consciousness, and it starts to become blah 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 blah, and that's fine too. It's just that I'm still in the mood for writing, or I feel like, oh my gosh, that pen is working tonight, that ink is smooth, and I want to continue to write. And so I do that in my free write journal. Here are some spreads I just laid out. I thought this was just pretty for harvest time and fall. I like the navy blue colors that fell into this. And here I mixed up, not really mixed up, but matched up. This sticker is from Anika's Creative Closet, and then these stickers are from Sadie Stickers. And with that, I wanted to share this specific small sticker book from Anika's Creative Closet. She created a book that simply says Mature Women. Now, I know that I'm a mature woman at this point with my new age, as they say. So I am embracing every bit of this. Um, so I purchased this sticker book with washi, in the washi format, because that's just what I like. But I thought these mature women were kind of cute in this book. If I can get it to flip. But yes, these are from, again, Anika's Creative Closet. I'm trying to hold it, guys, and flip it. I apologize. But they are just super cute. If you go to her shop, she has a flip through that's much more elegant and prettier than what I'm showing you. But like, I think she is a cutie pie. And they are maturely looking without being, you know, little old ladies. These are ladies who have lived and have experience. I say it that way. And again, apologize for my raggedy flip through. But if you go to her channel and check it out, her flip through is much better than mine. But I did want to show you this. I just got it. This was just released maybe last week. And so I'm having fun with that. So when I saw these two, as I was, just playing around in my stash, I thought that would be cute together. So that's how that came to be. Then, in keeping with the mature women, I thought she was as cute as she could be, and I liked her as well. So these are future journaling pages in my journal. Check out your boy with his pumpkin. He's from Anika as well. And then in counting my days, if I use them correctly, I will be visiting my bestie in Chicago during this layout. So that's why I broke down. That's why I chose the girlfriends to lay them out and journal about our long weekend together as I go to visit her. And then I think this is where I ended with that pretty green. So yeah, that's just how I pre-decorate my journal when I'm in the mood. Now, my free writing journal, I go through the same process, but my free writing journal is in one of my traveler's notebooks. Right now, I am using my brown Starbucks Reserve Roastery cover. And I finally got my hands on one of these clips. Had to stretch it out though. It was real tight, so hopefully it won't damage the pen by squeezing it to death, but had to stretch it out. So I put one of my Novelars and one of my Twisbys in it. What I keep in here though is I do keep vertical weeks. I use the insert of vertical weeks from Traveler's Company. So this is this week. So I do keep that for nostalgia's sake, just because it's in this planner, if that makes sense. I carry this with me more times than my actual everyday carry, to be honest. Even though this is my everyday carry, this is more so the meat and potatoes of everything. And this is more creative and fun for me. It's not really redundant. It's nothing like that. I just see them as different style choices for different moods. So it's not a hassle for me to do or keep up with. So anyway, I keep that in here. I keep an insert that just says jotter because that's what I do. I just kind of jot down things as they come up, and I may need to take note of it. Then I have my Baumkuchen folder that I just got. I'm loving that. And then inside the folder, there's this insert. This is my free writing journal insert. I don't know how much of this I've shown, so I'll just start from the beginning. This insert may be a couple of weeks old, so all of this in here is fairly new. And like I said, again, I write in here once I've completed my brain dump and I just feel the need to continue to write and talk and speak and do all the things. That's where this comes in. Now, on this day, I was trying to embrace the stub nib. You stub nib girlies, come in the comments and give me some inspiration because I'm having a time with the stub, but I'm trying. But yeah, and that is what this looks like. I do pre-decorate in here as well, because the one thing I don't ever want to do is be in the mood to write, have something to say, and it's really on me, and then flip open my journal and don't have any pages ready. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with writing on plain paper or pages that aren't decorated, but for me, the decoration just helps me with the motivation to keep going. So that's why I have pre-decorated pages. As you can see, not that far in advance, but enough that if I am traveling or away from home, I have some things ready. And then here's the back side of that insert, the other side of the folder. I keep this in here. I don't really use it as a pencil board. It's actually plastic. I use it sometimes to lay down against the paper so that my natural oils don't get on the paper, but mostly it's to hold whatever Tombow of the moment that I'm using within the planner. So, yeah, that's what that looks like. And then lastly, you guys knew she was coming. Say it with me, my purse planner. She has gotten chunky. She doesn't want to close. And honestly, she's gotten uncomfortable to write in because you know how that chunk gets on the left hand side. Like, this is today that I'm filming. And so look at that chunk. It's very thin here, very chunky here. But we all know, I shouldn't say we all know, but with the Hobonichi, it can fold in on itself. So I could fold this over. Well, that's too much of a fold, but fold it over to write on itself, and it can be back with equal heights on each side. But the fact that I usually write with it inside of the cover, and then it also has this plastic cover, I just don't want to go through all of that. So I don't. I just suck it up and write uncomfortably on this side real quick and then get back to this side. And really, it's not that big of a deal. Just wanted to point it out because this is literally my purse planner. And who knows what, when, where falls inside of this planner. If I'm at the doctor, grocery store, somebody said something, somebody did something, I need to remember something. This planner is all of those things. So that's why it's really not a big deal or a problem. I try to decorate. I try to at least put some type of sticker or some type of decor on the pages daily. If I get to it, that's great. If I don't, it's okay. But I'm about 95% good at putting something on each day. But I really just enjoy this A6. I do have another one for 2026. And actually, because the planners came with covers this year, I've got an extra one. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. Now, I prefer this English version versus the regular A6 from Hobonichi. I don't know if you know, um, the grid in here is a little bit bigger. Now, the other difference is that we make public is that it's in English. It doesn't have the quotes at the bottom in Japanese. It doesn't have your three highlights up here. There's no color on the tabs. All of those things we talk about with this planner. But some people don't realize that the grid in this planner is also just a little bit bigger. Um, so that's why I like to use this version. So as far as the extra one I have, I'm not sure. Like I said, don't know if I'm going to use it as a ink situation, a daily picture situation. I've been trying to just think of some other ways to use it. Please share with me how you use yours if you have one, or if you can think of any ways where I can use mine, because honestly, if not, then I'm going to sell it. And also, if you're one of those people that may want to buy it, let me know that too in the comments. Because again, if I don't have a good use for it, I might as well sell it and let somebody else make use of that. So yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to jump on and chit chat and catch up and talk in general with you guys about what's going on. Um, Hopefully you put me on in the background if you're busy, and enjoy this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. And also share my channel with others. I'm still just trying to get out there and share the joy of pens and paper with you guys. So with that, love on your family, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.